Close your eyes.
Welcome back to the National Development Center competition here at Mattamy Sports Park in Mississauga. Game one in the books, a big 4-2 victory for the Junior Ontario team over the Vancouver Whitecaps. And one game down, Game 2 on the junior side to go, and in this one we have CF Montreal taking on the Canada Selects, a team from all over the country. It's going to be a very entertaining match. Nick McVicker along with Julie Karn. And Julie, in the first game we saw a tale of two halves. In this one, I'm expecting something very similar. This is a Montreal team who has played together for a very long time. They know each other very well. Going up against a Canada Select team who met each other in the lobby of the airport, and in some of them even in the hotel after on Sunday. They haven't spent a whole lot of time together, so it should be an interesting match.
Yeah, it's definitely never easy when you're new to your teammates and you're not super familiar or connected with them, but having played one game already this week, I'm sure they've gotten to know each other a little bit better, and hopefully they're able to put on a great performance here. Having seen the talent this morning, I'm really looking forward to seeing some more young players and just how talented they've been today. So hoping for another really good match here.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one as we get set. Montreal comes in. They won their first match 2-1 against Vancouver in day one. They're coming in with a little bit of energy. The Selects, on the other hand, come in losers on day one, 1-0 against Team Ontario. So it should be a fun one. The starting lineups for each squad: on the Montreal side, Dumas in net, Bro, McLean Mercer, Proto, and Aitken across the back. Tioli and Bourassa with Kreger in the middle. Tijoff, Poulot, and Alexis are your starters for Montreal. On the Canada Select side, it's Sandalak in net, Betteridge, Hull, Toy, and Kincaid along the back, so a couple new names in there. Vandendorf and Yasmin Taraf with Bader in the middle, and then Achuk, Asante, and Yvette Taraf up on the starting attack. This should be a great match. We're about to get underway. Head official Steve Julian to get us started, and the whistle is blown, and the Selects, wearing the Vancouver Whitecaps kits, their blue kits, will get us started here, and they'll bring it all the way back to their goalkeeper to start the match. Toy sends this one long, and Asante does a good job to flick it forward. That one's going to go out of play, and it will be a early throw for Montreal. This one played over the top as Pouliot cannot get on the end of it. It's a second chance here, and it's Yasmin Taraf in the midfield, and it collected, and the Selects will go back and get reset. Yasmin Taraf was a very interesting addition in the first match. She played a fantastic job in the middle of the midfield area and really controlled the play as things moved forward. This is Tioli, passes it forward, looking for Kreger. Kreger loses possession there in the middle of midfield with her pass, and now the Selects are going to break out. Taraf can't get on the end of it. Now here comes Montreal once again. But an errant pass there, and the Selects are able to break forward. This ball's played forward, looking for the run of Madden Asante. The keeper there, Dumas, able to come out and collect, but ball still in possession of the Selects. Played into the box, cannot find a good shot there for Bader. But you're hearing the Selects coaching staff yell, press. They want to keep this ball in the Montreal end. Good job here. Achek trying to cut across, can't do it. Instead it bounces out, and now the Selects will start with Vandendorf. She cuts across. Her shot is blocked. Kreger trying to break away, but Vandendorf gets back possession, and the Selects will reset at the back.
Great intensity early on from both teams.
As there is a foul here in the middle of the park.
We're seeing some of those nerves coming out, just a few little mistakes here and there, which is resulting in a little bit of a scrambled start. But hopefully one of these teams can start to just maintain some possession, slow it down a little bit, and control the pace of play.
As Reagan Toy will get us restarted here. She sends it long into the box, looking for the head of Asante. She can't. Vandendorf with an opportunity, but that one will go harmlessly over the net. But a good first chance there for the Selects. That ball by Regan Toy, a dangerous one into the box. The center back, a lot of talent along that back line. Betteridge, Hull, Toy, and Kincaid for this Selects team are a force to be reckoned with for sure. As here comes Bourassa, plays it to this near side, looking for Tijoff. Tijoff with a nice turn. She cuts into the middle, tries to find the run of Pouliot. Pouliot unable to control it. And now the ball's played in the box. And now Asante brings it down, plays it to this near side to Taroff, but Yvette Taroff is just offside.
Some good communication and connections between this Canada Select team already early on. Honestly, in the first few minutes, I wouldn't have guessed that they just recently met this week. They look like they've played at least a few games together.
It's interesting to see how these teams come together for an event like this. As Krager carries it forward, she's got a bit of space. Good job by the Selects to get back and slow her down. Telio and Krager connecting in the midfield here. We're going to be forced to go back to McLean Mercer. Out to this near side to Bro. Bro fouled. Wins the ball for her squad. I was saying the midfield group of Bourassa, Tioli, and Krager played most of the second half in game one for Montreal. They've done a fantastic job. But the addition of Yasmin Taroff alongside Vandendorf in the first match for the Selects made a huge impact. They were down 1-0. It ended 1-0, but they definitely had a huge control of the possession in the second half as soon as Taroff was added. Here comes Montreal, carrying it down the side. Alexis gets the ball into the box, looking for the head of Pouliot, just a little bit too far. Second chance here, and a good job by the Selects to get in the way of that. Yvette Taroff to Vandendorf. Vandendorf gets through one challenge, but can't get through the second. Tijoff carrying it down the line. Vandendorf does a good job tracking back. Left-footed cross gets all the way through the box, and this one's going to go out for a goal kick.
Some great 1v1 battles already as well. This feels like it's going to be a close game. Just kind of been back and forth. No one really dominating yet early on in the game.
The Selects try to play out the back. Vandendorf carries forward, looking up, plays the outside of the foot, ball down the line. Asante unable to get control of it, and this is going to end up all the way back with Dumas for Montreal. Haven Vandendorf, a key for this Select squad, a class of 2027. Most of these junior players are absolutely uncommitted, as they are too young to have committed to universities and colleges, especially down in the States. But this is still an opportunity to showcase talent and get on the radar of these schools down south.
Oh, absolutely. That'll be in the back of the minds of all of these players for sure.
Madden Asante sends this one back, and the Selects will try to build up through the midfield here. Yasmin Taroff carries it forward, looks for the ball through, looking for the run of Bader. Can't find her. Good job by the defense. And now Montreal will try to break out once again. Good move here by Krager to open up space. Plays it out to the far side for Proto. Proto down the line looking for the run of Alexis. She's got some space. Regan Toy chasing her down, but Alexis gets by, carries it into the box, tries to cut it back, but there's nobody there. Yasmin Taroff is the one who's going to be able to collect it, and now here comes Vandendorf. Vandendorf with possession, trying to play the ball forward, looked for the run of Asante, but Asante was thinking 2 feet as opposed to into space, and that pass goes harmlessly to Montreal.
Yeah, getting caught kind of on a different wavelength can definitely happen when you're not used to playing with certain players and knowing their tendencies.
Bro carrying this one forward. She tried to play it out wide. And now the Selects will go back once more to reset. This chipped forward from the keeper. And a good job by Krager to press there, and it'll go for a goal kick for the Selects. As we did on day one, the Montreal faithful cheering on their junior side. The senior squad in full voice here to support their juniors.
Yeah, that's so nice to see the support by the senior squad. I'm sure that gives this junior squad a little bit of a boost as well in their energy.
This one's sent to the far side. Alexis and Achiuk battle for it. Achiuk comes away with it, sends it forward, looking for Asante. Good track back there by the striker to get possession of the ball. She plays it out to the far side to Betteridge. Betteridge into Teraf. Teraf, 2 Montreal defenders around her, but she wins a free kick for her side.
Really well done by the striker there to be able to come back and maintain possession instead of it coming right back down the Canada Select's throat. They're able to win a foul there.
And now we saw Regan Toy put a very good ball in earlier. Let's see how this one does. She looks for the head of Asante. Good job by the defense to get in the way of it. And now Montreal will come out. Kreger looking for the run of Pouliot. Good job there from Kincaid to send it back. And the Selects will build out once again out of the back.
Same as in the first match this morning. Really nice to see the trust in their keeper in the back line, just maintaining possession and working the ball up the field.
Is that pass there from Bader just a little bit too far for Acek? And it is interesting, you mentioned it, the trust in the keeper. These keepers are very, very young. Kylie Sandaluk for the Selects, class of 2026. She still has 2 more years before she can make it to the university level. And on the other side, Kellyanne Dumas, she is a 2009, a 2027 first class commitment. So very young keepers on both sides here as Pouliot brings this one into the box, cuts back, looking for some help. Nobody there. And now the Selects will get a chance to break out with Vandendorf, but a good job there from Tijoff to cut her off. Fast-paced action going both ways. It looked like the Selects were controlling it early in this match, but the last 5 minutes or so, Montreal's done a good job controlling possession.
Yeah, some good movement off the ball here from Montreal as well, just to create a little bit of space and give some options for their teammate on the ball.
This one's played into the feet of Tioli. She loses possession to Teroff. Bader to Asante, trying to find the return ball out to this near side. Can't. And Vandendorf does a good job of just bringing it under control and resetting.
It's always what you want from your center midfielders, to be able to just control that pace of play, calm things down, and restart.
Nice turn here from Yvette Teroff, trying to get it into the box for Asante. And that'll go out to the far side. Achiak giving chase now. She wins it back into the feet of Asante once again. She cuts back to the right side, her more confident side for sure. Achiak cuts in, trying to get a shot away, can't. Good job by Montreal to get a foot in. And now they're able to clear and reset once again. Madden Asante, another one of these young players with a ton of skill. Someone that ahead of the first match, the head coaching staff for the Selects team definitely highlighted one of the youngest players on the team, a 2027 class. So a lot of this talent on these junior sides happens to be some of the younger talent from these junior sides. It's very impressive. Tijoff running at Kincaid. Able to try to get it into the box, but there's Yasmin Teroff to cut it off. Teroff to the far side to Betteridge. Betteridge sends this one forward for Asante. Asante to Achiuk. She'll be chased down here by Aitken. She crosses it in looking for Asante. Good track back there by Tioli. And Montreal's able to clear their lines for a throw. And end up winning the throw, in fact. So good job there by the defense to not only clear the line, but to get a throw for their own team.
Yeah, it's been good back and forth play here, which is telling me that both defensively, both teams are doing a really good job so far to keep the ball out of their net, and the fact that it's still 0-0.
Asante to Yvette Teroff, back to Asante. She's got a bit of space. She takes a strike. Nice collect there by Dumas. First shot on target here for the Selects, and it was a strong effort there from Asante.
Again, it's just so nice seeing the confidence in these young players, willing to shoot from well out, willing to try different skills on the field. We've seen it from both sides, and it's really nice to see them developing not only their talent but also their confidence at such a young age.
This one is picked up by Montreal in the midfield as their senior team cheers on. The famous Allez, Allez chant for Montreal, ever present here at this competition. Vandendorf loses possession here to Tijoff. Pouliot into the feet of Kreger. Kreger carries forward, looking for the next pass. Tijoff does a good job to get a foot in, but even better job by Kincaid to cut her off. Nice turn here from Kincaid, and she wins a throw for her team. Asante to Yvette. There's the opportunity to Asante. She's got a bit of space. She takes a strike. Easy collect there by Dumas. Nice collect there by Dumas. Positive play going forward from the selects. This one's sent into the feet of Teroff, and now Bader carries it forward. Looking for the ball through to Asante. She finds her. Asante into the box. Nice strike. Just a little wide.
That's good. A great ball through and a great attempt, almost on target. A really nice build-up from the Canada Select team. Again, not playing like they've just met this week, combining as if they've played together multiple times.
Now Bader carries it forward. See a good run here from Bader, the left-footed pass. The ball through to Asante. She finds her. Asante into the box. Nice strike. Too wide, just but a little wide for the selects, as you mentioned. Teroff, and now Bader carries. This one sent forward. Vandendorf brings it down, but loses out to Tijoff. Selects collect just inside their own half, and they're going to build out of the back. Atyuk wins that battle for the ball. Gets around one, gets around two. Now looks up, trying to play the ball forward. Asante gets the ball at her feet in the box. Montreal can't clear. Atyuk still on it. And now two Montreal players will come in. And it's Tioli who gets it out, but only as far as Yasmin Teroff. Teroff going forward. Bader now with possession. She drops it back to Vandendorf. She loses that one out to Pouliot. And now Montreal trying to make a break. Good job by Vandendorf to track back. And here comes Kincaid carrying it forward. Kincaid cuts inside. Tries to get a shot away. Good job by Tioli to get in the way of that one. Pouliot now at half. Gets it to Kreger. Kreger sends it long, trying to find the run of Alexis. Can't. And the selects will just clear it out for a throw.
So some really good opportunities back and forth there. Again, just strong challenges coming in from both teams. Not only, again, the development of their abilities with the ball at their feet, but their abilities when they're coming back and defending. A lot of nice slide tackles and just good, clean challenges from both sides.
And the composure of the Montreal side, even when they're being pressed, even when they have a lot of pressure on them, to stay compact, to stay cohesive has been very apparent so far early in this game. Yeah. Not giving up a ton of shots, getting in the way of a lot of them.
Absolutely. They're staying nice and connected as a team for sure.
This one sent into the feet of Alexis. She does a nice turn, cuts back, looks to get the ball across, and that one's chipped far post, almost went in by itself. This will go wide for a goal kick. Interesting to hear Bader talking to the head coach about a tactic that she's seeing. You like to see these young players having those conversations with the coaching staff, being, hey, I see something, can we try this?
Absolutely. It's nice to see them so comfortable and, again, just confident.
As this ball's played down the line for Bader to run onto, she's in behind the defense, trying to hold off the defender, but a great job there by Bourassa and McLean Mercier to cut her off. Good combination tackle there from the two Montreal players.
Yeah, another strong challenge that probably prevented a goal, so really well done by the Montreal defenders there.
This is sent across, but it has hit the wire, and we'll get a reset here for the selects. Those of you just joining us, this is the National Development Center competition, and this is game 2 of the day for the junior side, and it looks like Kellyanne Dumas is injured in the the Montreal box. Hopefully she's okay.
She seems to be holding her knee there. Looks like she's in quite a lot of discomfort. I didn't see a collision that I'm remembering, but
that's something to keep an eye on for sure. As far as this game is going, we've seen a lot of action at both ends. A couple opportunities just kind of roll wide. One save from each keeper. There hasn't been a whole lot of finishability so far from either side, but the opportunities are there, and we're seeing a lot of them, Julie.
Yeah, having watched again the warm-ups, just seeing both teams definitely do have striking ability. They were putting away a lot of shots and a lot of goals in warm-up, so I definitely think the talent is there to get some goals on the board. I think maybe again just getting some of those jitters out, cleaning up some of the passes, cleaning up some of the touches, and I think that'll just naturally come as this game progresses and both teams start to kind of settle into the game.
As you see there, Megan Lemieux warming up along the sideline, the backup goalkeeper. If they would have to make a change here with Dumas having to come out, that would be a huge blow to Montreal. She was fantastic in their first match. Hasn't been tested truly today. And the fact that it was potentially a non-contact injury where she's holding her knee, this is a real concern. So we take a look at some of the highlights from game 1 here earlier today. This is the goal from Bonnie Jha. She carried it into the box, a beautiful left-footed finish just out of the outstretched hands of Madison London. That was a crazy game 1 today. 6 goals, 5 in the second half. Ontario looked out of it at halftime. Looked like they didn't have an answer for the press from the Whitecaps. Instead, they come out in the second half and put 4 up on the board.
Yeah, that game definitely did not disappoint. Vancouver looked dominant in the first half and really came out very strong, calm, cool, and collected. And then, as you said, Ontario just took it to them in the second half. Really entertaining game.
And positive news here as Kellyanne Dumas looks like she's staying in the match, which is a fantastic news for any fan of the game.
Absolutely. It's never nice to see injuries.
Especially when there's no contact. When there's no contact, usually those end up being the worst injuries. So
definitely.
The fact that she's able to remain in this match is a huge positive. We will get reset here as the ball played across hit the wire, so Vancouver will get an easy reset here. And Kincaid will send this one forward looking for Asante and Bader in the midfield. Instead, it's Montreal coming away with it. Betteridge sending it back to Toy. Regan Toy carries it forward, and now here comes the ball over the top looking for Asante. Asante with McLean. Mercier does a fantastic job there. Does give up the corner, but probably could have been worse if she didn't get a foot in.
Absolutely. That was some really nice interplay by the Canada Selects in their own half, and then a great vision of a long ball to just capitalize on that opportunity.
As you see the Montreal seniors just having an absolute blast on the sidelines cheering on the juniors. Bader with the left-footed in-swinger, looking for the head of one of her teammates, can't. And good job by Kreger to get that one to the sideline and keep it in temporarily. Bader now with the quick throw into Achiek, and it's going to be cleared only as far as Betteridge. Betteridge to Toy. She has that one taken away from her, but it was a foul against Pouliot.
Good composure and strength on the ball again by the Canada Select back line.
Toy sending this one into the box, looking for the head of Bader or
ball.
Asante. Great ball, but Bader just couldn't make good contact on that one, or else that could have been an easy goal for her.
Yeah, that's a great ball by the center back there. She's had a few that she served really well into the box. Good opportunities.
Good job here by Yasmin Teroff to win that back. Bader looking for an outlet, and she's going to win a free kick in a very dangerous spot, about 20 to 25 yards outside. And it looks like Bader's going to be the one to take it, too. The left-footed center attacking mid for this Canada Select squad. Does a good job asking for yards in this case. Want to get as much opportunity here as possible. "23 minutes in, we've had a bit of a stoppage for a injury to the Montreal goalkeeper, who is able to remain in the game.
She looks like she's moving all right now.
Joelle Bader with the left-footed free kick on net. Nice save there by Dumas. She's the captain of this Montreal side, or one of the captains of this Montreal side. So to lose her would be a big deal, as Joelle Bader carries it forward. Loses out on this one to Tioli, and a good job there by the Montreal midfielder to win the possession for her team.
Even the amount of communication by the Montreal keeper, both keepers, just hearing them talking their team through everything that they're seeing, kind of directing the play,
on net.
both
Nice
offensively
save there by
and
Dumas.
defensively. So definitely wouldn't have been good to lose her so early on.
Tijoff taken down on the near side. And the wingback Kincaid with the foul. Montreal quickly gets reset, and they head out to the far side with Proto. Proto carrying it, turns back to McLean Mercier. Mercier being hounded by Bader. Proto now loses out possession, but gains it back quickly. Still going forward. Proto getting set, trying to find the next pass. Does a nice little move along the line. Gets it into the box. Pouliot's header. That'll go out of play for a goal kick, but a great job there by the center back, making the long run down the wing.
Yeah, really good second and third efforts from her, and a good little change of pace to get her down the line and around her defender.
Getting us restarted here, Sandalac to Hull. Vandendorf loses the ball here to Kreger. Kreger one-on-one with Vandendorf. This is a key matchup in the midfield between these two. And it's going to be a corner kick here for CF Montreal.
It's been a good battle, as you said, between those two center mids. Both have really good technical ability and do not seem to give up on their challenges.
Seniors cheering on the juniors for CF Montreal. Alexis to take this one, left-footed, in-swinging corner. That ball played in, looking for the far post. Lots of bodies there, bouncing around, and the selects are able to clear. And now here comes a run here from Betteridge. Betteridge assesses, gets it inside, can't get it through. Bader can't control it. And now Montreal's going to have to build out of the back, but a good job by Yasmin Teroff to control it in the midfield. Beats her player. Vandendorf now looks to play it long, looking for the run of Acek. Good job there from both sides. It looks like it was a clean challenge, and it will be a corner kick here for the Selects. Great job by Proto to get back on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing that really stood out to me on that whole build-up was the number of Canada Select players that as soon as they won the ball, sprinted forward to join the play. They weren't catching their breath. They weren't taking a quick breather or a break. They were joining the play and ready to go on the attack, and that's so nice to see that it's not just left up to the three attackers.
Absolutely. Bader with the left-footed in-swinger, puts it into the box. And Montreal is able to clear. Betteridge battling with Alexis. Alexis comes away with it. Now she carries forward. One of the players that was highlighted by the coaching staff from Montreal ahead of game one, and she sends this one in behind, looking for the run of Tioli. Good job there by Tioli to get it across. And that ball is played across. Shouts for handball from the Montreal faithful. But the ref says no, play on. Proto plays it back down the line looking for Tioli and can't find her.
Yeah, you're seeing all of the Montreal players asking for that handball. I'm not sure. I didn't see.
It's a tough call in the box, angle, whether it was ball to hand or hand to ball. Always in these situations, I will defer to the referee.
Yes.
As a former ref myself, I don't like going against other officials.
We're starting to see Montreal starting to press a little bit higher.
As Tijoff carries it in, drops it off to Kreger. Ref playing advantage here. Tioli carries it across, looking for the run of Bro. Unfortunately, cannot get there, and it will be a throw in here for CF Montreal.
Well read there by the left back as well to get a critical touch in.
Played down the line to Tijoff. She carries it. Left-footed cross, looking for Alexis. Cannot find her. Instead, Betteridge makes a nice move there to get it to Hall. And Toy is going to clear this, but only as far as Tioli. She brings it down. Finds Bourassa. Bourassa with the strike. Good block there by Vandendorf. This one's going to spin into the corner, and it'll go out of play for a throw.
I feel like we're starting to see a bit of a shift where Montreal is becoming a little bit more dominant, has a little bit more possession of the ball at the moment, but it still has been pretty back and forth.
Bro to take this one. 1-2 there with Pouliot. Nobody in the box for Montreal on the return, and easy collect there from Sandalak. Canada selects happy to play out of the back here, but this could be a problem. Alexis with a shot. Nice save there by Sandalak. Tioli pressuring Yasmin Teroff. Teroff able to clear, and now the selects will clear their lines and reset at half. Good job there from Asante. One-on-one with her defender, Proto. Proto does an even better job to win that ball. Bro with a quick move on Yvette Teroff. Carrying it forward into the midfield to Bourassa. Bourassa to Tioli. Back to Bourassa. She tries to find the run there of Aitken, but can't. And now Acek carries it forward. Acek playing it, looking for the run of Asante. Can't find her. Aitken instead gets the ball. Good press here from the selects to try to keep Montreal hemmed in. But an even better job by Montreal to clear their lines. Bourassa carrying it through the midfield. Plays it forward to Alexis. And Regan Toy comes across and clears it.
Great battles all over the field by both teams.
So we get an opportunity here to take a look at that Alexis shot. Sandaluk with that kick save. And it was a beauty for sure.
She does an excellent job to get down so quickly there. A critical save to keep this 0-0.
Aitken running down the line here. Betteridge cuts her off. Betteridge now with the ball, looking to get out of play. And that pass back to Toy will go out of play for a corner. Not what the selects were looking for in that scenario. And a good opportunity here for Montreal to send players forward. Kreger to take. Right-footed in-swinger, looking for Tijoff. Good job there by Asante, the striker playing defense. As that strike there, easy for the keeper to collect.
And that's why you frequently have your striker back in the box when you're defending a corner or a free kick, because they definitely have some aerial abilities. Really well up by her.
As this ball's played forward and it's going to be out of play.
Seeing a bit of frustration from this Canada Select team, just trying to build it out the back, but not having the success at the moment. They just really need to stay positive. They've been combining really nicely and have had some good chances. So just keeping their heads up and continuing to work hard in this first half.
It looks like we're going to get a couple substitutions potentially for the Vancouver, or the Select side wearing Vancouver uniforms. Good job here by Yasmin Teroff to play this one, but interception instead. And now Bader carries it through the middle, looking for the run of Asante, can't find her. Acek comes down, left-footed strike, and that one's going to go well out of play for a goal kick.
Really positive build-up again by the Canada Selects. A couple good ideas on some long balls in behind. Didn't quite pan out, but they still managed to get a shot off.
3 substitutes coming in here for the Selects. Vandendorf, Asante, and Yvette Teroff coming off. as Montreal gets us reset. This one's sent across the box. Achiuk giving chase. Aitken there on the ball. Nice turn there by the defender, and now Tioli will carry it out. Tioli through the midfield, looking for the run of her teammate. Can't find her. Now Yasmin Teroff into Bader now. Bader turns, tries to find a teammate, can't. And here comes the Selects carrying the ball through the middle. Challenge in the box. Good job by Montreal to clear it. And now Tijoff trying to keep this one in. Does. Along this near sideline. Gets it into the middle, and Krager going to control for Montreal.
Good decision to settle down this game. They just had a lot of pressure on them by the Canada Select team. We're seeing Montreal kind of calm down the play a little bit and now go at the Canada Selects.
This one's sent over the top, and the Selects will try to clear. Sandaluk, not the best clearance there, but a good job by Kincaid to keep it in. And a nice little back heel, but Bro gets the intercept, plays it across the top of the box. Betteridge is going to be able to clear here for the Select. She looks forward, can't find a teammate, but Bader does. And now coming along the front is Talia Evans. Her pass into the middle is blocked. But still battling here, and a good job by Aitken to bring it under control.
Really good pace shown by her and defensive abilities.
Tijoff into Krager. She loses that one out. And now miscommunication there by the two center backs. Almost results in a break there for Pouliot. Alexis brings this one down. Beats one player. Tries to beat another. Runs right into Betteridge. Good job by the defender to stand her ground. This one's sent forward. Another interception here from Montreal. We're seeing periods of high intense opportunities and then inconsistent passing. As that was Power who couldn't get that ball through to Evans. The three additions for the Selects. Patterson enters into the midfield alongside Yasmin Teroff. Power along this near left-hand wing, and Evans up top.
Yeah, I definitely don't think intensity or athleticism or talent are the issue here and why it's so back and forth. I think it's just those little mistakes that are kind of catching both teams at different moments.
As we are in the final 10 minutes of this first half, Bro carrying it forward for CF Montreal, one-on-one with Kincaid. A good job by the Selects left back to keep position, and now they're going to break forward. Joelle Bader carrying it through the midfield. She pushes it past her defender, and it's going to be a free kick for the Selects. It was Tijoff on the challenge.
The Canada Selects left back Kincaid has been exceptional so far, just really solid back in there and playing simple out of the back as well.
Reese Kincaid, another class of 2026, so one of the older players, surprisingly, on this junior Select side.
Yeah, it shows with her composure and just, again, she plays with a really nice sense of calmness.
Regan Toy plays the ball into the box looking for Bader. That's going to be deflected out of play, and it will be a corner kick as the official clears people away from the corner once again.
We'll see if Canada Selects can capitalize on one of these opportunities here. They've got some size in the box, so I'm sure they'll be hoping to get their head on the end of one of these.
They've got some size in the box, and they've gotten good distribution so far from these corners. As Bader sends another one in, looking for Achiuk. Good clearance there from the Montreal defense. Only as far as Yasmin Teroff. She makes a nice turn. Beats one, beats two. Cuts it inside, looking for an outlet pass here. And she sends it all the way back to Betteridge. Betteridge out to Bader. Bader down the line to Achiuk. Back into Betteridge. She beats one, gets it to the feet of Achiuk. And now this one falls to Patterson. That one's blocked. Yasmin Teroff back to Betteridge. And finally, Krager is able to get possession here for Montreal. wild sequence there, but ended up getting no shots on target for the Selects.
Yeah, great effort by the Canada Selects, but as you said, it seems as though they just can't get that final shot off. Their build-up was really, really nice. Some really good individual efforts from different players on the attack, but just not able to find that little meter of space to get a good shot away.
And credit to Montreal, who have done a fantastic job getting in the passing lanes, getting in the shooting lanes as well.
Absolutely.
They bring this one forward. Alexis carrying it into the box. Her left-footed strike just over the net. That was a dangerous opportunity there for the Montreal side, and their most dangerous player so far today has been Alexis.
Even watching her striking ability in their warm-up, I'm not shocked that she got that shot away, and it did not miss by much.
Melina and Alexis, the left winger here for this Montreal side. Again, she's a class of 2026 as well, so another one of the younger players or older players on the field, my apologies, and her experience shows. As we near the end of the half, Montreal carrying this forward. This is Pouliot. She drops it off to Alexis. Alexis's pass is intercepted, and a good job here by the Selects to maintain control. Patterson to Tadoff. Tadoff is brought down, and that'll be a foul and a free kick for the Canada Selects.
Yeah, Taroff has been exceptional so far in the center of the field. She's doing a really good job just keeping control of the ball. She's got a really nice slick touch and is very comfortable with the ball at her foot. She took a pretty hard tackle there.
The Tadoff sisters were a late addition to the team last game. Came in the second half, and both of them made a huge impact. Yvette already subbed off in this second match, but Yasmin has been a fantastic force in the midfield here for Canada Selects today. Bro carrying it forward is Tijoff now. She's looking up. Going one-on-one with Kincaid. This ball played down the line looking for the run of Bro, but Kincaid is there, and she's just going to usher this out well, and that will do it for our first half action. No goals in this one, but lots of opportunities here as Canada Selects and CF Montreal head into the half tied 0-0. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll break down the first half action and take a look at some of the highlights and get you set for the second 45 here from Mattamy Sports Park.
I don't know. I like the little hitchhiking. Nothing like too like crazy. It's calm. Little pink accents. Like my favorite part is like the flamingo like imprinted on there. Like it just looks so good. I want like the pink colored one, but I also just don't have money to buy. I got a smart. I know, but mine is why not? You can't walk. Can't walk? I did some shots. Every time now, he said he can't like go in the backyard until he's kid. So that's why, because it was like almost official before I dropped it. And they dropped it. Actually, they airdropped it. That's so freaking funny. Don't send it to Sanji. I'm a dumbass.
Welcome back to Mattamy Sports Park here for the National Development Center competition. Second half action about to get underway. CF Montreal and the Canada Selects playing in this day 2 match, 0-0 at half. Couple substitutions for each side. We'll get you those as we can. But Montreal starting us off here. And it looks like the Selects may have changed formations a little bit. We'll also keep you posted on that.
Yeah, we had a bit of a scrappy and scrambled first half here. Neither team really dominating when in possession of the ball, really back and forth. So I'm sure both coaches will have tried to make some adjustments to really maintain possession and take control of this game in the second half.
As one of the new subs in, Mallory Tremblay takes possession in the midfield. She plays it out to the far side to Bro. Bro looking forward, trying to find her teammate, can't. And now here comes Montreal with a chip over the top to Pouliot. Her challenge there will go into the waiting arms of the keeper. Another change in the back line here for the Selects as number 34, Jane Van Kessel, has entered the match as a center back, along with number 55, Savannah Caliguri, along this right side. Ball played forward, intercepted by Montreal. Kreger battling with Patterson. Her winger, Fernandez, and now Bader. Evans into the run of Power. Power gets it back to the midfield, and Walia is brought down as the Selects will get a free kick.
Feeling an extra spring in the step of this Montreal team here in the opening minutes of the second half. I think the intensity has been picked up a little bit.
Van Kessel sends it to the far side. This cross into the box, not the best, as Walia, though, is able to catch the clearance, and now here come Montreal. Carrying it through the midfield. That's Blouin. She plays it down the line looking for the run of Tijoff. But it's Van Kessel who gets in the way of that one. But a good job by Tijoff to put her under pressure. Still battling for it. Blouin now under with possession of the ball. Tijoff's cross looking for Pouliot. Can't find her as Patterson was able to clear, but only as far as Tijoff. And now coming across to clear the line is number 24 for the Selects. That's Clara Monk, another halftime sub. She came in for Kincaid, who had a great first half.
Yeah, she was really calm and composed the entire first half. I feel like she was really showing her experience and just her defensive positioning, even at the very end of the first half. And her defensive knowledge was really good. So definitely surprised not to see her here in the second half, but obviously wanting to give all the players an opportunity to show in front of all these scouts.
As the entire back line and the goalkeeping team has been switched out for the Selects here. This one's played long, looking for Leah Fernandez. She drops it back to Patterson. Patterson carrying through the middle. Good step there by Proto to get in the way. And now Montreal will go out the other side. But the Selects win the ball back. Walia carrying it forward. Passes it out to Power. Gina Power into the feet of Bader. She makes a nice move, gets around one defender. But a good job by McLean Mercer to cut her off. Now into Patterson. Back out to the far side to Monk. Monk cuts outside, but Tijoff does a good job to get a foot in. Tijoff into the midfield to Blouin. Blouin being challenged by Walia. Sends it to this near side. Aitken get it. Fernandez chasing back. Guiraud now in the box with three Montreal Selects defenders around her. Kreger loses possession, and now Patterson's going to be able to try to clear for the Selects. But only
Montreal is having some more success just playing through the lines at the moment because of the gaps that they're creating.
this one's will be a foul, and Montreal will have a chance to get this one into the box early. They had some opportunities off of set pieces in that first half. Now it'll be interesting to see how they respond here with the first set piece of the second half. Guerreau to take this one. Kreger standing there as well, right-footed versus left-footed. Looks like Kreger will pass this one off to Blouin. Her strike off the crossbar. Now a good challenge there from the Canada Selects player. And no foul from the referee there as Montreal continues to play out of the back. Played forward to Pouliot. She knocks it down for Blouin. Nice step there from Monk. That battle between Blouin and Monk is a good one. And now Van Kessel will go back and reset with the newly addition goalkeeper, Brienne Rioche. Van Kessel to Monk. Looking for Evans. That's intercepted, and now Pouliot brings it down. Tries to play that one off to Blouin. But it will end up being a Montreal throw-in here.
I'd like to see the Canada Select team just enjoy their time in possession a little bit more. They're just starting to force the play. Not sure if it's just the fact that they're down a goal, that they're feeling that pressure to go get one back right away, but it's resulting in them giving up possession instead. So hopefully they can just settle it back down, play their game, and keep possession of the ball.
Pouliot battling to try to get into the box. Good job by the Selects to stop that. And now Tijoff's on the ball on the right side for Montreal. She's met there by Power. Power plays it forward to Evans. Evans trying to find the run of Bader. She can't. And now looks like Montreal will be able to calm things down.
Unlucky bounce there for Bader as well. If that didn't slip just through her legs, I feel like she would have been off and on her own. Just her and the keeper. So definitely still looking positive for Canada Selects. They're starting to press a little bit higher now. They look a little more connected.
Good play out of the back there by Montreal to find Tremblay in the midfield. Now sent to the far side for Bro. Bro gets it into the feet of Tijoff, who drops it off to Blouin. Blouin into Pouliot. She loses possession as Van Kessel does a good job stepping up, and now Walia will get it back to Monk. As the Selects look to play forward, but that pass to Patterson is not controlled, and now Pouliot carries it across. Tries to drop it into Tijoff. Tijoff loses possession. This one drops for Blouin. Her high strike is just going to go a little bit high and wide of the net. Looks like the side official is calling over our head official here. So we will get a break in the action. Montreal came out flying in this second half and has played very well so far in this one.
Definitely starting to take over, I would say, more possession in the game. You're seeing the Canada Select team maybe forcing it a little bit, maybe trying to do too much individually, and instead of making some of those simple passes or simple plays when they're building out of the back, for example, just to maintain possession and wait for their opportunities.
Rowe out to this near side to Calgary. Patterson with a nice turn. Back to her fullback. Now Rowe across the back to Van Kessel.
It's a nice switch of play there. That's exactly what I'm talking about, just staying calm on the ball, composed in possession, and then waiting to find those opportunities when the gaps are created just through switching the play.
Nice play there by Power to beat a couple players. Her final pass not successful. And now Montreal will try to build out of the back with Dumas. Talented keeper Dumas had the injury scare in the first half, but able to continue, which was fantastic. Blouin's ball into Guerreau. She's one-on-one here with Calgary, and a great job there by the defender to force that one out of play. the stoppage there, the official was asking the substitutes to put pennies on down this near side to make sure that there was no confusion between the blue Whitecaps jerseys that the Canada Selects are playing with and the black warm-up kits that Montreal has. This one's played over the top, looking for the runner, Fernandez. She's in behind the defense. Aitken coming back to try to cover her off, and Fernandez pushes this one just a little bit too far, but a good push there from the Selects. A little bit of positivity coming out in the second half.
Absolutely, and just having success in those plays will start to build their confidence a little bit more here in the second half. That's a great ball in behind and a really strong run as well. Unfortunate there that she runs out of space at the end line, but a really good effort from the Canada Select team.
As we're getting a substitution here for the Whitecaps, or for Montreal, my apologies. Pouliot coming off the pitch, Kreger coming off of the pitch, as well as number 3, McLean Mercier exiting the match. Coming into the match is number we'll get you those substitutions shortly as the game is back underway. Good job by Tremblay to intercept that.
It'll be important for these 3 substitutes to come in and keep the momentum of the game in their favor, try to keep the pressure high, try to lift that intensity even more. Coming on with fresh legs is always important.
As a challenge in the midfield.
Got a head injury, I think, off the long ball there. Just took a weird deflection, but it looks like that's the new substitute as well.
And we're trying to get that figured out. It is Amy Medley, who is the player who got hurt. Just entered the match. You don't like seeing injuries at any time, but just entering a match is tough on the player. The other player entering the match is number 31. Noreen Tijoff, who has entered the match. As Medley being forced to the sideline by the official. Good step there by Medley after returning to this match. She gets it to Proto. Proto is a little back and forth. And now Aitken with the ball on this near side. Aitken carrying forward, being pressed by Fernandez. She plays it inside to Camden. Camden can't get that one through. But Montreal still battling for it. Fernandez able to get this one out to this near side. And a good step in front by Tijoff. And Blue Ants strike just a little bit wide. Apologies to Noreen Tijoff, who did not start the match. It was Antonella Fortich who was in the first half. They made a late substitution without the heads up on our end, so this is Fortich on the ball now, sending it forward, looking for the run of Camden. Can't find her, but Montreal still retains possession. Duma at the back to Medley. Back to her keeper.
Montreal stretching the field really nice here, getting high and wide, trying to create those gaps to play through.
And when you have the confidence in these center backs like they do, they're happy to keep control of the ball just like this. Proto looking for Aitken. Good job by the Selects to pressure this one. Aitken ends up getting it back, and now Guerreau carrying it forward. Guerreau plays it into the midfield for Blouin. Blouin out to Fortich. Fortich looking for the run of Tijoff. Tijoff now carrying it forward, just out of her reach. And now here come the Selects breaking out of their end. This ball's played aimlessly into the middle, and Tremblay steps up and collects it. Now back to Tremblay, taking on Patterson, plays it out to the far side to Aitken. Aitken back into the midfield, and Tremblay's ball across, looking for Fortich. Out of her reach, she's able to keep it in, but only for the Selects to steal it. Now Bader on the ball in the midfield. Camden carrying it out to the outside. The little piece of skill there from the Montreal striker, as Tremblay has it. Her right-footed strike, easy collect there from Brioche.
Relentless attack from Montreal at the moment. Canada Selects doing a good job defensively to keep it out of the back of their net at this point. Hopefully they're able to maintain a little bit of possession here, to give their back line a bit of a breather, but
here comes Montreal back the other way, as you mentioned it. Tijoff carrying it through, dropping it off to Fortich. She loses possession, and now the Selects will have an opportunity to try to break out. This ball played looking for the run of Evans, but a good clearance there by Ava Medley. We got more substitutes coming in. As it looks like Aitken will leave this match. Entering the match is number 34, Magali Gagnon. Also leaving the match here is number 30, Borasa, and coming into the game, number 12, Marika Martino.
just a quick recap of that goal. A great run down the line and a fantastic cutback across for an easy tap-in goal. Really good team combination that resulted in the go-ahead goal.
Selects with possession in the midfield here. Patterson plays it out to Monk. Monk into the feet of her teammate, and now she's making the run down the side. Monk one-on-one with Martineau. Another one of those wing-back players who was very impressive in game one on Monday. And that'll be a foul against Montreal, and Montreal will have a free kick deep in the attacking end. I've just been informed we were not wrong. It was Tijoff on the starting lineup. They switched numbers. So on the roster, I was wrong, but on the actual lineup, we were right. As Montreal is able to clear here. And bouncing ball, as that is Tijoff who was unable to control that one. And now here comes the Selects with power, but she loses possession there to Medley. Medley gets it to Blouin. Blouin carrying it through the middle. Plays it out to the far side to Proto. To Martineau, pardon me. Martineau loses this one out of play. Selects making a substitution here, and it's Joelle Bader exiting the match. Coming into the game is number 54, Tora Betteridge, re-entering the match. She's going to take up a midfield role, as Walia will move into the attacking role for the Select side. Another throw in here for the Selects, looking for that run of Betteridge. Tremblay to Blouin. Blouin carrying through the middle. Plays it to this near side. Now it ends up on the feet of Garot. She's switched to left back now out of her left wing position. And Antonella Fortich has switched to this left side. Fortich on the ball here. Garot with a nice move. Looking to get the ball in the box. That cross is blocked, but Fortich does a good job to get on the end of it regardless. Too many jerseys in the middle here, and it will be a free kick for Montreal.
Montreal doing a really good job right now controlling the center of the pitch. Their center midfielders have really calmed down the game for them and are combining really nicely.
Blouin standing over this one. Garot standing there as well. A little bit further back for her, so I would expect this will be Blouin's to take. It's about 30 yards out.
Looks like she might still be going for this one herself, though, the way she's lining it up. They had a really nice set play before.
Keep an eye down this near side. 2 Montreal players. No Selects there. Off the post! What a strike there from Blouin. Ball's bouncing around in the box. Lots of players there. And this one's just going to go over the bar and out of play, but a fantastic strike from Blouin to get that one through and to the post.
Yeah, she's unlucky there. It had a nice curl to it. It just needed a little bit more to catch the inside of that post.
The Selects get us back underway quickly as Caligari is pressured here, and now Montreal get the ball into the box. Great save there. What a dive to her left from Rioche. And a fantastic chance for Montreal is stymied by the great goalkeeping there. Now Blouin on the ball. Plays it down the line around Monk. Blouin and Monk with a good battle here. Monk steals it back, gets it to her winger, Power. But Power loses possession, and Blouin has it back. She's taken down, no call. Garot now with the ball at her feet. She brings it back to Proto. Proto, her pass goes aimlessly wide, and it'll end up back, and they'll reset.
Montreal relentless right now on their attack. Again, Canada Selects doing really well in their individual battles, but it just feels like it keeps coming attack after attack in waves by Montreal.
When the Selects do get the ball, their passing hasn't been perfect, and Montreal's capitalizing on those opportunities so far.
Yeah.
This one's played down the line, but that's intercepted there by Fortich. Tremblay to Medley. Medley carries this one forward. Now this one's played looking for the run of Tijoff. Good job here by Tremblay to get it into the box. Finds Camden. Camden, too many Canada Selects around her. And now the Selects will try to break out, but a good job here by Tijoff to battle. And there you go. Monk and Tijoff battling it out there. And Monk ends up getting away with it. As we get a look at that free kick once again, what do you see here?
Yeah, she just wraps her foot around that beautifully. Again, seeing the talent and confidence in these young players is it's just so great to see. Unfortunate that it doesn't end up in the back of the net, but she created a great opportunity for her team there. Definitely
a highlight reel strike regardless of it going in or not.
Absolutely.
Proto under pressure here from Walia and Evans. Evans comes away with it. Drops it back into Betteridge. Betteridge looking for Power running down the side. She's stood up there by Martineau. Power tries to play it down the line looking for Evans, but a little bit too far, and it's Dumas who will land on this one. Official urging the goalkeeper to move the ball forward. Here's the other chance that came off of a kind of a loose ball, and Blouin's strike nicely stopped there by the addition of Brienne Rioche. She came in at halftime for the Selects in net.
Yeah, she does well to get the strike off on the volley, and then the keeper does an excellent job to get her whole body in front of it. Dove really nicely.
Proto to Guerreau. Into the midfield here. Carrying it out is Gagnon. Gagnon and Tremblay connect. Tijoff to Blouin. Blouin ends up winning the battle there. Finds Fortich. Fortich cuts inside. Drops it off to Gagnon. Gagnon looking for the run of Martineau. Nothing doing there, but Camden is able to get on the end of this one. Tijoff carrying it in. Still carrying it in. Good challenge there in the box by the Canada Selects. It's still bouncing around on that far side, and now they're able to get it out a little bit clearer, but here comes Ava Medley carrying it through. Tijoff to Medley. Medley gets the shot off and just off the outside of the net. Good opportunity there.
It's really nice to see this Canada Select team still giving it their all. Every single challenge, their defensive shape, they're still putting in an absolute shift here in the second half, even with this relentless attack from the Montreal squad. You're not seeing them defeated or putting their heads down or giving up in any way, shape, or form.
Clara Mock, her pass is intercepted. But the Selects are able to keep possession of it. Gina Power with a nice move down the side, but it does go out of play, and it will be a Montreal throw. Take a look at that last flurry of chances here. Ava Medley and Tijoff combine on the 1-2, and Medley's strike just off the side of the net. Looked good, but in the end, results in nothing as this long ball played across to Guerreau. What a ball. Guerreau in lots of space. Now she's being pressured here by Fernandez. That cross is blocked, and it'll end up being a corner kick for Montreal. And it looks like there will be a substitution here for Montreal. The keeper will be subbed out. Fortich to take this one. Plays it short to Guerreau. Left-footed ball into the box. Is cleared by the Selects. And now they'll reset. Montreal will at the back with Martineau. Martineau carries it forward. Blouin strike, easy collected by Rioche. This one sent long. And a good step there by the Montreal back line. We'll bring this down. Ball bouncing around just outside the top of the Selects box. And this one will go out of play for a throw-in. Evans, Patterson, and Power all leave the match. Asante, Yvette Teroff, and Vandendorf re-enter this match. Another throw here for Montreal.
We'll see if those three substitutes for the Canada Select team can come in and really lift the energy of their squad, get something positive here. It's only 1-0, so this is still anyone's game.
No, the other substitute was the goalkeeper for Montreal. This one's in the box dangerously. Fortich trying to get it back across. Wide open in front of the net was Blouin, and she is frustrated with herself after missing that opportunity.
Yeah, she'll definitely want that one back, but it happens. Even at the professional level, you can't put them all away.
As I was saying, Montreal did switch out their goalkeepers. Entering the match is Megan Lemieux, their backup keeper for Dumas. Fernandez sends this one through for Madden Asante. But a good job, good track back by Tremblay. We'll put this one out of play.
Good positive play by the Canada Select team. Those substitutes making a positive impact right away. That'll start to build the confidence of their team. Hopefully they can string a couple of those good moments together.
Nice clearance here by Ava Medley for Montreal. Gets it to half. Camden fighting for it. Does a good job getting it. And now here comes Fortich coming the other way. Good track back there by Betteridge. Now Vandendorf. Intercepted there by Tijoff. She turns back. Plays it to Fortich. Fortich carrying it forward. Beats one, beats two. Third player cannot get past. Now into Blouin. Blouin strike just a little bit wide. Not a ton of time left for this Canada Selects team to get back in this one. Trailing 1-0 off of a Blouin strike. Montreal is ahead right now. Ava Fernandez, that one will go out. And the Selects will get the throw here on the near side. Nice flick there by Fernandez, trying to find the run of Madden Asante. And a good job by Fernandez to follow up on the second opportunity. Both coaches shouting instructions to their squads. Nice long throw there for Blouin. She's one-on-one with the defender. That's Rowe. She gets pulled back, and it will be a free kick here for Montreal. Good job by Blouin to shield the ball there.
Yeah, she does a good job getting her body between the defender and the ball. And a really nice long throw there to initiate that play.
Into the final 5 minutes here of the second half, plus any stoppage time, as Proto plays this to Guerreau. Guerreau, it's intercepted pass by Betteridge. She tries to send it down the line looking for Asante, can't. Now Guerreau does a good job keeping possession and getting this one to Gagnon. Betteridge once again intercepting that. Plays it back. Monk and Caliguri have switched sides along the back line here for the Selects. Tremblay picks this one up in the midfield, gets it to Blouin. Blouin turning back to Tremblay to Gagnon. Gagnon carries it forward, passes it out, looking for Martineau. Good step there by Caliguri. And now Yvette Teroff running forward, can't get control of it, and the Selects lose possession. Tijoff carrying it forward, beats one. Camden under possession now. She carries it into the box, looks for the pass across, and a good job there by Rios to come out, because Fortich was right on the doorstep waiting for that one.
Yeah, she definitely needed to step out there and collect the ball, or that was ending up in the back of the net for sure. Really good positive play by Montreal.
Fantastic challenge there by Fortich as Fernandez tried to keep control of it, and it will be a throw, and it'll go straight back to Montreal on the second chance. Guerreau with the long throw here. Something to keep an eye out for Montreal. She sends it over everybody, and this will end up bouncing off two players for a Selects throw. Another Selects throw here. Sent down the line, looking for the run of Asante. She gets in behind Proto, but Tremblay does a good job to usher this one out, and it'll be a goal kick here for Montreal. Last 3 minutes here. What does the Selects need to do to try to salvage a draw in this one?
I mean, I definitely think they're still putting the effort in individually and as a team. They're just unable right now to kind of string those moments together to result in any really good opportunities. Montreal is just doing a really good job of kind of dominating the play at the moment, but these girls just need to remember that this entire showcase is not about winning. So just to continue to play and give 110% right until that final whistle, I would say, for the Canada Selects.
Martineau carrying it through the midfield here. She loses possession, but Montreal's able to recollect it. Now back to Medley. She carries it forward. Confidence from this center back with the ball at her feet. Van Kessel to Betteridge. Betteridge plays the ball long, looking for the run of Yvette Teroff. Ends up back with the keeper, Lemieux. Her ball out to Martineau. And now Medley with it. Come across here. And that's a poor pass there. Fernandez intercepts. Walia now with it. Does a fake, and her cross is intercepted. But the Select's doing a good job to put pressure on, but here come Montreal breaking out. Numbers getting forward, looking for Camden. Unable to, but it actually hit the wire.
There's been a lot of positive play from the Canada Select team and all of their players. Unfortunately, just some of those little mistakes and not having the cleanest passes has resulted in less opportunities for them.
Selects will get the drop ball here as it hit the wire. Near side here for Monk. Monk does a good cut. Now she'll play it back to Rowe. Rowe across to Van Kessel. Van Kessel into Vandendorf. She loses possession there with two Montreal players around her. Nice little turn there by Blouin, but a good tackle by Vandendorf to get possession back. Tremblay there now does a good job to get it forward to Tijoff. Caliguri controlling this one. Now Monk with it. Monk to Fernandez. Her 1-2 just out of the reach of her teammate. And now Montreal will build out once again. Tremblay cuts back. Resets once again with Proto. Proto to Guerreau and back to Proto. Nice outside of the foot pass there from Proto into Tremblay. Now Blouin has it. She looks to play it out wide, but a good block there from Monk. Rioche now sends it long. Gagnon and Tremblay connect in the midfield here for Montreal as they get possession back. Tremblay now to Proto. Out to Guerreau. Back to Proto. Ref has checked his watch. We are into added time here as it's only 40-minute halves. Ava Medley carries it. Tries to pass it off to Gagnon. Good job there from Asante. Now Walia looking for the ball on the far side to Taroff. Taroff is intercepted there. Selects with the ball back at half. Betteridge turns into Fortich. Fortich wins it back for her side. And now Gagnon with it. And there is the final whistle. Montreal with a big 1-0 victory over the Canada Selects. Their second 1-0 defeat in this competition. The goal from number 18, Ocean Blouin, the difference maker in this one. Julie, fantastic match all around. Very talented players. Who stood out for you in this one?
I would say the center of the pitch for the Montreal squad definitely maintained a lot of the possession, so I'd have to give it to either Blouin, probably Blouin for this one. Just for me, her possession of the ball and, again, just creating those opportunities. But all of the young women out here just showing their talent, their abilities, their work ethic. So a great performance that both of these squads should definitely be proud of.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll recap the game and get you set for Game 3 here from the NDC competition at Mattamy Sports Park. Welcome back to Mattamy Sports Park here in Mississauga for the National Development Center competition. Nick McVicker, Julia Karn here with you, and we just saw a great match between the CF Montreal side, who come away with a big 1-0 victory over the Canada Selects, and in the end it comes down to one goal from Océane Blouin, who had a fantastic input on this match in the second half.
Yeah, coming in as a substitute especially, she really had a strong impact. This was a really back and forth game. It definitely could have gone either way in the first half for me, but in the second half Montreal just came out so dominant, relentless in their attacks, and had a lot of chances by the end of it. So.
The midfield trio in the second half of Tremblay, Gagnon, and Blouin were exponentially important for this side. And here's the goal. That's the end line shot for that one, and a beautiful cutback from Guéraud leads to the Blouin strike, and nothing the goalkeeper could do on that one. It's a really tough play because you're coming across the ball and everyone's running back. That could have hit off a defender, but instead it was Blouin who got her foot to it and leads her team to victory.
Yeah, it was a great build-up, too, to initiate that play. Good 1-2, a great through ball, an excellent run down the wing, like you said, and then a great cutback. So overall, just a really nice finish and the go-ahead goal.
And we've seen some great action already in this one from the junior sides. Coming up next, it is time for the senior sides to get their chance to showcase their talent. We'll be back after this from Mattamy Sports Park. This is the National Development Center competition.